Talking Luther College men's cross country with head coach Steve Paschke. And coach, you went down to Pella last weekend, conference tournament. Third place finish for you guys. What did you take away from the trip down to Pella?
Yeah. I mean, conference championships, and we always want to be pulling out our best stuff. And you know, despite some really good efforts there, maybe didn't have quite the day that we wanted that way. But you know, a lot of positives on the inside of the story. And maybe you're ready for some other questions to ask me about some of those, but just to roll with it, I mean, our JV guys ran amazingly well, and I think the middle of the roster there really did a good job of executing the race and the course and moving up. And you take our varsity guys out of the race, we had one heck of a legitimate team just in our JV guys. So I think that's, you know, despite maybe just some of the kind of ebb and flow of some of our top guys, which we've had a lot of flow recently. The current was strong at lacrosse, a little bit more of ebb on the day at the conference championships out of just some of our top folks. But you know, I think, like I said, the current's been really strong. The flow's been really good with those guys, and I have no doubt that we'll see more of that. But the JV guys, where we've got, I think, if anything, maybe a little bit more like stable barometer of how the team's doing on any given time. I think what I'm seeing there is that, wow, this program is alive and really well, and I mean, we had an awesome day that way. So yeah, a lot of positives just in that respect. And I think, you know, the things that we're always striving for is working really hard and getting better as runners, and coming into our own and have our best performances at the end of the championships or through the championships here. And everything is really good in that account.
And when you look at a meet like the conference meet, you talked about the quality of Iowa Conference cross country year in and year out. You had Central obviously getting the top three guys and winning the title. When you judge your own performance, how do you judge your own performance versus other teams that are pretty darn good?
Yep. And I think, you know, there's just a lot of kind of subtleties in how we can try to look for that. But the gist of it is that, right, no doubt about it, the Iowa Conference is really strong right now. That's an awesome thing for everybody. It's a great thing for Luther. It's a great thing for other teams. I mean, we're just making ourselves better and better, and that's what we want, you know. And I think also we got a couple other teams there that ran really well at the conference championship, and I think just had a little better day of it than we did. And so I mean, that's an awesome thing. The bar is just getting higher and higher, and I'm digging that. That's really good.
And how does facing teams like that at the conference level get you ready for the regionals here in a couple of weeks? I'd imagine that just makes you better.
Absolutely. Right now, you want to be racing at your best, and the best development, I feel, within our program anyway, that you can have is being race ready through all these races at the championships, and giving it your best and having being right on the cutting edge of where your top performances are. And so I think that's really good. We want to be sharp. We want to be challenged on the weekends here, and no doubt about it, we're coming out with all of our magic on these next weekends.
And JV Cup coming up on campus here this weekend. Not as prestigious as the Stanley Cup, or is it?
Yeah, in Decorah, Iowa, absolutely.
do you have to have gloves on to hold this cup?
No, there's more. I'd say it's a little bit more. It is more of a cup than a chalice, maybe that way.
Okay.
But
does the winner get a day with the cup?
It's a really neat event, and I mean, it's definitely one of my favorite events of the year, and you know, kind of as I was. You know, regardless of how our JV is stacking up from any one year to the next, that's certainly the lifeline of our program, and having people developing, getting faster and faster, and finding really good race experiences for themselves and race opportunities. And this definitely is a manifestation of that. That's what we want, is an event like this where we got some of the best JV programs from around the Midwest coming in to race right here, and no doubt about it, there's going to be really good cross country going on Friday. And it's just, I feel like, just the essence of really good cross country, as far as just so pure and fun that, you know, there is the Stanley Cup or the JV Cup that's on the line. But at the same time, you know, I think it's you know, it's just for the absolutely good of the sport and good of these folks that an event like this is going on, and you know, no pretensions otherwise about what's here. We just want giving people the chance to race when they're at their best, and I think it's awesome. We're gonna have a really fun time.
All right, Coach, have fun this weekend with the JV Cup, and best of luck to you as you get ready for the regionals a weekend from there. I know you'll keep moving forward and moving in the right direction.
Thanks, Darren.
Steve Paschke talking Luther College men's cross country.